Oh, sorry. I should. Oh my, what am I doing? Close. Mute. Oh, okay.
Okay, good morning, and you are welcome to practice meditation and learn Dhamma with us in the morning Sundays. So, you are also welcome to join in person at the Temple of Enlightenment and also welcome online. So, today we are going to learn a beautiful, wonderful another sutta after meditation called Apannaka. And according to that sutta, and Buddha some explanation achieving something very special knowledge and special achievements in his spiritual life. So the Anapanasati Bhavana, meditation on breath, is the path Buddha explained in in this sutta to achieve that. Now we are going to practice Anapanasati Bhavana. Bhavana means meditation. Bhavana means cultivation. Bhavana means developing, practicing mm, something mindful, the practicing mindfulness, developing cultivation mindfulness, or cultivation of metta, karuna, even the practicing and cultivating, developing understanding, realization, insights, vipassana. Then bhavana is generally means practicing and developing, cultivation. Now we are going to practice anapanasati mindfulness on breath by following breath. And then all the instruction about this meditation is sitting in a quiet place and in very comfortable way. So traditionally we keep crossing legs and right hand top of the left hand, and you can keep it as you're comfortable. If you're not able to sit down with the crossing legs, and you can sit down on the chair as you're comfortable. The most important thing is after you're sitting, the keeping your back straight. Then it supports you to stay longer. Then when you keep your back straight and sitting comfortably, and then another most important thing is keep our attention always right close to the nose. It's called parimukang sating upattapetva, establishing attention mindfulness close to nose. Parimukha mukha means the kind of the literally means mouth or kind of door. So the breath is goes in and comes out through the nose. So the nostril is could be the door for the breath to move back and forth. Then keep attention is close to nose helps to feel breath well, observe breath well. So then the entire meditation time we have to keep the mindfulness or attention close to nose. Then so sato vasa sati mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. It is very natural to mind move and get distracted. The mind always run away. Um, it's jump to many things into past and future. Oh, that's what its mind is, wandering. So that's why we meditate. Mind is like the fish took from the water and the put on the land, struggling to breathe. The mind is like wise, they always likewise struggling, struggling with many things. wandering, running, traveling. Uh, so then the fish put into the back to the water. Is he is okay? He's safe. He is breathe well. So the mind, the concentration of samadhi is something like that. Observing the breath, then we develop concentration, stillness, then we become relaxed and calm, then mind is good. But the ordinary life we spend like a fish on the land, then mind is always wandering and running and struggling with the things. So then we're going to practice mindfulness, develop mindfulness by focusing breath and keep uh, firmly uh, on the breath to make it relax and calm. So you may gently close your eyes and I'm going to help you and guide you to practice it. Sit down comfortably, keep your back straight, and then take deep breath and slowly let go and relax. Couple of times, take deep breath and slowly let go. Mindfully take breath, listening to this bell. Okay, now you may, when you comfortable with sitting, and now focus from your head to feet, make your whole body relax and comfortable. Relax your head, face, and shoulders. Just drop your shoulders and relax your arms and your chest, stomach, legs, and feet. Now take deep breath and let go. Establish your mindfulness close to nose and feel your breath and observe it and relax into your natural breath. By following your natural breath, be mindful each in and out breath. By measuring the breath, it is long or short, and simply notice how it is happening. Just keep a smile on your face, stand a smile, and be happy what you are doing. Now you are meditating, developing, cultivating, practicing mindfulness. That's a spiritual practice, excellent practice. This is for the relaxation, calmness, peacefulness. So now you are mindful on breath. Now you understand the breath happen long or short. Make sure to keep your attention right close to nose. Like a doorkeeper, stay at the door and watching who is going and coming out. Likewise, keep your attention close to nose and get to know breath goes in and comes out. It is happen long or short. That's a simple beginning of breathing meditation. And later it's going to deep of concentration. The first step is just noticing breath, how it is happening. It's happen long or short. Just follow your natural breath without interfering with breathing. Let it happen and observe it. Now you may go a little deep of your mindfulness by observing whole breath. So you observe from the beginning to end each in and out breath. It means continuously you keep your awareness on the breath. When you lost it, if you get distracted, just come back to the breath and observe whole breath. Now you are kind of quiet, relaxing, and calm and concentrate. So go deep of your mindfulness by keeping your attention close to nose. When the breathe in, a beginning of the in breath, and you observe it. And when the happening of the out breath, then you observe it. Try to observe whole in and out breath. So now we are going to another deep, a step of the breathing. Be mindfulness on breath. Now you feel your breath is relaxing. It's become calm. It has become lighter, soft, and peaceful. It is so much comfortable because now you're observing breath. Your attention, mindfulness, awareness is quiet on your breath, close to your breath. Your breath is not far from you, it is right close to nose. So your mindfulness is also there. So now you feel good, be happy, and observe the relaxation of the breath, peacefulness. So now you relax in your breath and you feel happy, peaceful, and enjoy the relaxation of the breath. Make sure you follow your natural breath and breath is relaxing. It is become relaxed when you become relaxed. So relax yourself, be mindful on breath, be patient to observe your natural breath. When you feel it become relaxed, then you may relax into your breath. So if you get distracted, you can observe your breath again by keeping your mindfulness close to nose. So when in and out breath, you observe it as it moves back and forth and you notice it. You're aware on it as your breath becomes calm and relaxed. Okay, now I ring the bell. Now you slowly open your eyes. Okay, just take a break for 2 minutes. Welcome back. How I was in then? Good. Very good. Nice to see you. Yeah. Can you put into this? Thank you so much. um, if someone not receiving the email, the we send the link of the sutta before
Hmm.
the session, so that you can read the sutta before you coming join into the session. Then you can have some kind of good idea. So if you want to receive the email, then you can give your email address to the Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Uh, if do you have any question before we start the sutta discussion? If you get disconnected, you can um, rejoin. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You may have some. Right, Michael? When someone
Right.
yes, when someone got disconnected means the Zoom allowed several 40 something minutes, right?
We can, if you get disconnected, you can come right back. We
Yeah.
won't be disconnected because I have an unlimited time.
Then everybody can stay long as you wish.
Yes, anybody can stay as long as
Oh,
they wish.
okay. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm staying that long. Okay.
If you don't buy it, then they only let you have a 45-minute or 40-minute meeting.
Mm,
But if you buy the Zoom account,
mm.
it's unlimited for 100 people.
Okay.
Mm.
Very good. So, okay. This Michael email address is in the chat box, so you can have his
Mhm.
email, and yes,
Mhm.
yes, very good.
Let's see.
Okay, let me homage to the Buddha. Just let's do it. Keep your palms together. This is the respecting for the teaching and appreciation, the dedication of the Buddha to to help us, to teach us something special. नमो तस् भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्दस्य नमो तस् भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्दस्य नमो तस् भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्दस्य. Homage to the Blessed One, Worthy One, and fully enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. This is the sutta called Apannaka Sutta. It's come from the Majjhima Nikaya Middle Length Discourses. Um, Majjhima Nikaya have three major books. It's called Mula Pannasaka, um, and the beginning of the collection of the beginning, and the Majjhima Pannasaka, the collection of the middle, and the Paripannasaka, the middle of the end, the collection of the end. And this sutta come from the collection of the middle.
Mm.
And the Majjhima Nikaya have 152 suttas. So this is the 60 sutta.
60? Why do I have 51?
Do you have the
Oh,
61?
it's 50. Wait. Wait. Why do I have 51? I have the
No.
wrong sutta.
Let me see your sutta. What you let me see. I think you let me see. No, you got the wrong one. This is the Kandaraka.
Oh, no.
This the
Okay.
last one. Yeah, last one of this chapter. The last one of this chapter.
Okay. So it's number what? Number 60?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'll get that. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Oh, my. Okay. 1 minute. Ding, ding, ding. 60. Here we go. Chapter 1.
This is the right household. Okay. There's a chapter of household. Okay.
I'll
The
get
last
number
one.
60.
Last one in the bottom.
I got it. Number 60. Emmons.
Yeah,
What you
guarantee.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, that one.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna explain. So
Mm.
then Buddha was in the living. Buddha was traveling actually. Buddha was traveling the state of Kosala. Mm. And Buddha was traveling with the monks in the state of Kosala, and then they approached to a kind of village called Sala. And the Buddha and the old monks and entered to the village Sala. And the people who's living in this village Sala, it's kind of good, special village. So and then who's living in the that village Sala, the Brahmins and the householders, Ghapati, Brahmins and householders. Brahmins are the religious, they represent the religious caste. Gahapati represent they are the business people, they are the farmers and the producers, they produce food and the things. So they all heard the Buddha was entered to this sala, the area, and they also heard Buddha has a reputation, and the Buddha was come from the royal family. He is the son of Sakyans, the king Suddhodana. So now he is traveling and wandering with the monks, uh, village to village, town to town, city to city, state to state. So they are approached in our village. Also, the Buddha has the fame spread out in the entire country. Uh, Good name of him. Mm, as like this, the Buddha is the Arahant, worthy one, a pure-minded one, the cleaned, fully cleaned and perfect one, perfected one. That's what is Arahant means. No craving, no ill will, no ignorance, no any unwholesome uh, thoughts. So is fully worthy and perfect and pure. And Sambuddha is a fully enlightened one. And he attained to enlightenment himself and he also can able to help others to attain it. And Vijjachan Sampanno is the uh, achieved some supernormal, super knowledge, superpowers, and well gone. Sugato is the well gone one, and Lokavidu is the knower of the world, and also is the uh, unsurpassed trainer, and also is the teacher of the human and deities, blessed and uh, enlightened one. So Buddha's the fame has spread out in the country like this, and also the Buddha has this special reputation. So imang lokan sadevakan samarkan sabrakmakan sasamana brahmanim pajang sadev manusang sayang abhinya satyakatva pavedeti. Buddha teach Dhamma by attaining himself to it, by achieving himself to it, by realizing himself to it. So the all exceeding and all human and deities, Mara, Brahma, and the all sentient beings, and he achieved it, and now he is teaching it. And his teaching, Adi Kalyanam, is beautiful in the beginning. Buddha's teaching is beautiful in the beginning, Madhya Kalyanam is beautiful in the middle, and Paryosana Kalyanam, it is beautiful in the end. Good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good in the end. This teaching is good in the anywhere it is. Where you collect his teaching, where you read his teaching. If you read the beginning and you see the good and beautiful. If you read in the middle and you see good and beautiful. If you read in the end of his teaching or even in the sutta and you will see it as it is good and beautiful. And then the beginning is the morality, practice morality, virtue. It's beautiful. In the middle, practicing concentration, samadhi is beautiful. End is the achieving wisdom is also the beautiful. So this teaching, what Buddha teach, is beautiful beginning, middle, and the end. Okay, if you have any question, you can ask, and also then the people, the Brahmins and householders in this sala, they decided to. It is good to know, good to see that kind of teacher. It is good to know that kind of teacher, and they all visited to Buddha. Where were Buddha sitting with the monks in that village, and some of them bow to Buddha, kneel in front of the Buddha. Some of them just standing and keep palms together and sat down to one side. And some of them have a conversation with the Buddha, the courteous conversation. But some of them just said their name. I'm this. This is my name, and they uh, introduced themselves and sat down. Some of them didn't say anything and sat down to some one side. Then all sat down. They all visit to Buddha. Then Buddha asked them very special question. Listen carefully. And this Buddha's question: householders, do you have any kind of teacher you are happy about, you are you have faith about, and you are following? You have any kind of teacher as your spiritual guide, support, helper, and you are following, you have faith, and you are happy about? And they said, no, we don't have a teacher. Then who have our faith and we who we are happy about? No, we have no such a teacher. Why they have said that? Because they already lost their faith about the teachers in those days. When we learn this sutta, and we have that, we can see it. And these people also, like us people who is lived in the Kuru, the Kammasadhamma, that's another special village, and Buddha taught this kind of teaching, similar to this teaching. It's called Kalama Sutta. I think you have heard that. And those people also, they lost their faith about the teachers because that's a lot of variety of believing, lot of variety of teaching, lot of variety of concept practices. So they have this. They were disappointed about the teaching and about the teachers. And Buddha explaining in this sutta the teaching of some other teachers in this sutta, not all, but some of teachings. The many believing and practices and the teaching of other sutta teachers are explaining have explained in the Digha Nikaya, many suttas in the Digha Nikaya. If you want to know about those teachings in the Buddha's time, and you can read the Digha Nikaya, and that Digha Nikaya explaining those old teachings. But here in this sutta is very briefly Buddha explaining some of them. Uh, okay, let's see. You know, there are two traditions in Buddha's time. One major tradition is the Brahmins, and they build the caste system, and they said they were born from the mouth of the Brahma. Brahma is the creator. Brahma is the creator of the world. And they said we are born from the mouth of the Brahma. Brahmanasya Mukhamashit in the Sanskrit sloka says Brahmanasya Mukhamashit. They born from the mouth of the Brahma. And the Bahu Raja Nyakruta and Kshatriya. Kshatriya means the royal families. They were born from the hand, their hand actually, arms from the Brahma. You know, the Kshatriya use the sword and to fight, and they use arms. Then Uru Tadasya Tat Vaishya. the Vaishya, the householders, they were born from the thighs of the Brahma, and the uh, what's that called? Brahmana Shimkamasit, Bahu Rajanyakruta, Urtadashitat Vaishya, Padbyam Shudro Ajayata. So the slaves, they were born from the feet of the Mahabrahma. The Brahman has all the power, and they said they did many rituals. They had the power, and they are teaching about the reciting mantras, um, and they killed many animals for sacrifice to bring blessings to humans and to bring blessing to king from the heaven, and they sacrificed thousand animals and many things. Then they did, and some of them those days were disappointed about the teaching of the Brahmanism, and they tried to find out the the truth themselves. And that type of religious practitioners are mentioned by the Shramana or Samana, and Buddha belonged to this tradition called Samana or Shramana, and they opposed to Brahmanism. Buddha is the one of teacher of the Samana tradition, and there are another major three teachers in the Buddha's time called Purana Kassapa, uh, Makkali Gosala, Ajita Kesa Kambali, Pakuda Kachayana, and Sanjay Bellatiputta. And they are teaching in this sutta have some of them teaching explaining in this sutta. Let's see what are their teachings. Um, then this Samana tradition belong to against to Brahmanism. Brahmanism as the caste system, and they had the whole powers, and they are sometimes the overpowers by the kings, and they advise to kings, and they controlling all the society. Um, so who was not happy with the Brahmanism, and they were for they went to forest. They went to forest to meditate, and they did practice themselves to find out. So like Alar, Kalam, they are very special teachers, and even the Siddhartha Gautama went and learned from them before he attained to Buddhahood as a practitioner. That Alar Kalam are the very important, the Sramana teachers belong to Sramana tradition and achieve some kind of spiritual achievement, highest uh, achievement of the Samadhi concentration. But some of teachers had a different idea, and they are now meditation practitioners, but they have their own opinion to about the truth and to believing. So let's see in this Sutta Buddha explaining here. Okay, householders, it is okay. You don't have faith about the teachers. You're not believing any kind of teachings, and so you are not happy about any kind of these teachings. The teachers come to you and teaching to you. Okay, there are some teachers and teach like this, and they says there are no benefits of giving. Some teachers says natidinna. It is giving is useless. There are no benefits of giving. Natitang. Uh, Sacrificing is not benefits of sacrificing or little offering. Natihutam. The big offering. There are no benefits of offering. Nati sukkata dukkatanam kammanam phalang vipaku. There are no uh, results of doing good or bad. It means no, there are no karma, no karma, no karma. There are no results come back to you if you do good or bad. Natya and Loko, nothing, it is not in this world, not next world, or not other worlds. Nati Mata, whatever you do to your mother is not make any results, not make sense. If you do anything good or bad to your father, it doesn't make any sense. So you don't have any result. If you treat your mother and father good or bad, doesn't you don't have any result about that. And Nati Satta Upapatika, there are no sentient beings and have born spontaneously. It means that there are no sentient beings born invisibly, invisibly, spontaneously, appear themselves. There are no sentient beings invisible, and they don't believe. Okay, and also, and they don't believe there are teachers who have achieved by practicing themselves, by developing something themselves, and achieve some kind of special knowledge and special skills, and who can see this word and next word and everything, and who can teaching that kind of things. There are no such teachers, and you see, and they this is their teaching. There are no teachers who have achieved special knowledge and special skills who can teach this word and other word, and who can teach some kind of liberation or freedom. There are no such teachers who have liberated or freed. So, actually, this is the teaching of the Purana Kassapa. Purana Kassapa, that's the one teacher of the Buddha's time. This is the teaching of him. This is called annihilism, annihilationism, right?
Mhm.
Right, Marco?
Hmm,
The Michael?
not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
annihilism or
Nihilism,
annihilationism.
nihilism, yeah.
Annihilationism. Yeah, there are
Um,
no any good and bad karma. This is no any
mm,
results whatever you do. And then
yeah.
Buddha's teaching about this thing about these believers. Okay, there are some teachers teach something like this, and also there are some believers, and they says there are benefits of giving, there are result of giving, and also there are result of sacrificing, offering, and believing this word and the other word, and believing the result of the good and bad actions, and believe in something we do for our parents, to mother and father, there we have some result of that, and also believe in there are teachers who have achieved special knowledge and skills, and who have realized this word and next word, and to teach about that. Then Buddha asking, there are conflict. Then Buddha asking householders, do you see there's a conflict? Some are belief, some are not belief. Now they are not matched, and now they are opposite each other. They are believing. Okay, the Buddha's teaching. Buddha says my teaching about this. Who's not believe in these things have a result of giving, then they don't have enthusiasm about giving. They don't have desire, effort to giving, because they don't believe benefits of giving. Then they don't give, probably, right? And they who not believe in sacrificing and offering, and they don't sacrifice, they don't do offer. And who not believe the result of good and bad actions, then they not stay away from the bad actions, and they not get an enthusiasm effort to do good, and who not believe in this world and the other world, does not believe in the results doing something to mother and father and some other spiritual teachers, and they lost, mostly probably they are away from the morality, they are away from the spirituality, they are away from the wholesomeness, because they don't believe uh, just the karma of their actions. So the wise one in the world not appreciate that kind of teaching, especially wise one, not appreciate that kind of teachings, not praise, and they are criticized. They get the people who believe these kind of things. They criticized by the wise ones, blamed by the wise one, rejected by the wise one, not appreciate. So there is the other people who believe in the benefits of giving, uh, the result of the karma, uh, treating to mother and father, believe in this world and the other worlds, and also then who believe that kind of people, and they have some kind of eager or will to practice spiritual life. They have morality practices because they believe in result of the karma. Then they have an enthusiasm, enthusiasm to practice, desire to practice, to develop a spirituality. So I think, then their living is the they are praised by the wise ones, spiritual ones. And then Buddha says, okay, who do not believe the rebirth, reincarnation, rebirth, then who not believe in these kind of things, result of karma, then they do bad karma, right? They do bad karma. If what they believe there are no rebirth, then you may think actually there are no rebirth, there are no reincarnation, then they are safe. They are safe because there are no actually rebirth or reincarnation. Whatever they do bad, then they're good because there are no reincarnation or rebirth. They're good. But they are not appreciated by the wise one. They get criticized by the people because they not giving, they are not sacrificing, they are not offering, they not treat, they are not do good, they not treat mother and father well, and they are annihilationism, they are annihilist, kind of annihilist, huh? Nihilism, nihilistic, nihilistic people,
Mhm.
nihilistic people. So they are not praised by the wise one and the people who who practice in spirituality and believe in that kind of thing. Okay, that's the one thing. Then they are get blamed by the wise one in this life. But if there are no next life, they are okay. But if there are rebirth or reincarnation or next life, and they are in danger, right? If there are rebirth and they are in danger, if they are in karma, the result of the actions, and they are in danger. But the someone who believe in giving and believe in there are result of good and bad actions, and they do good, then believe there are no rebirth, but they are still uh, good. They are still happy. They admired by the wise one, praised by the wise one, and they're still doing good. Then they're good in this life. But actually, if there are rebirth and next life, and they're still safe and still good. Okay. If you have any question, and let me know. And then the Buddha also explained in the sutta, then who is not believe that kind of things, nihilistic people not develop a spiritual life. Okay.
Mm.
And also Buddha says, who is nihilistic, not believe in giving and sacrificing, offering and spiritual practice, and they whatever they have that kind of concept, it is called whatever they are understanding, it is called wrong understanding. But when they talk about that they are wrong understanding, it is called their wrong words, wrong words. And whatever they are that they think about that, that's called their wrong thoughts. Okay. Um, then the opposite to them, who's believe in that and they have a right view, they have right speech and right thoughts, and they develop spirituality. Okay, there's some more details in this sutta. You may read it and you may learn it. And then who is not believing that kind of things, but, benefits of giving, offering something, and says they criticize all other teachers and they admire in themselves, we are the right, we are the correct, and all others are wrong. And they criticize all others and they emphasize themselves and they are teaching Mogamanya, idameva satchang Mogamanya. And this is the problem in the Buddha's time had. Whoever teachers come to them, there are many, there are majorly 62 teachings in the Buddha's time. And they all come to other people, they say the Buddha's time is like like a kind of, what's that called? So many teachers, many followers, and it's happened not only in India, even in the China and the Iran, and even in the Greece, like in the Socrates, Plato, something like that. Is all spiritual beginning, rising spirituality in the world in that era, everywhere, every corner in the world. There's a rising of spiritual things. In India, especially, there are many of them. Then those people come to other people and says, "Idameva satyam mogamanyan." This is the truth. This is the right, and all others are false. All others are wrong. Then people were tired by hearing that. That's why some of them didn't believe anything. And some teachers, Buddha says in the sutta, some teachers says, um, and some teachers and Buddha say, um, I think Ajita Kesakambali. He said these human beings have made by the seven elements: earth elements, elements, water elements, and air elements, and also space, and also called jiva, the uh, life. And yeah, there's seven elements. That's what it's teaching. Ajita Kesakambali, one of teacher in the Buddha's time. Um, and he said, if you kill someone, you it doesn't make sense. He said the earth elements, it's like going through the earth elements. That is what it's teaching. And he said, if you kill from the beginning of the Ganges River to the end, and you're gonna kill all humans from this corner to other corner in this country, you never get any bad karma. It is just going elements through the elements. and you don't get any bad karma. If you give in dana, offering from beginning of the Ganges river to end of the Ganges river to all sentient beings, you not get any benefits. If you give giving to all the people in the country, you're not getting anything. There are no results. That's the teaching of the Ajita Kesa company. And let me brief you to the Makkali Gosala, and he taught a fatalism. Fatalism? There are no reason to anything. The sentient beings just appear and they will just disappear. There are no reason. There are no reason to purify. There are no reason to uh, impurity. And then he said, then we all exist for certain time of our existence. I think it's 84,000 lifetimes we exist. And after that, we're going to all end. There are no more. So who was born as kings and who was born as the Brahmins or the slaves? Oh, there are no reason for that. And then then we all born without reason and we keep existing without no any special thing, and finally we will end like the thread ball. Someone going to mountain, top of the mountain, hold the one corner of the thread ball and drop into the down, and it's going to release and going to end. Likewise, the all sentient beings stay certain time of existence and going to end, disappear. Once Buddha said the Makali Gosala's teaching is like kind of uh, people used to catch the fishes in the narrow stream of the water. They put something, and then all the fishes going into that. They can't escape, right? People put something. It's called keman in Sinhala. Um, the people use kind of trap. It's a trap to catch the fish in the narrow water stream. And Buddha said this, the Makali Gosal is teaching something like that, and he catching people by telling this kind of thing. But all are in danger. And who's get into that is difficult to escape. This means the kind of dangerous teaching. Because they don't believe this kind of thing. Believers don't believe anything. I think they all happened to this because they were fed up and disappointed with the way they were tired with the teaching of the Brahmanism. That's why they came to this different kind of believing. Um, and then the Nigantanataputta, Mahavira, Jainism, Jainism, Jainism. And he said Pubbe Katha Hetuvada. And he said everything happened because of the reason. Everything happened because of the karma. Without karma is nothing happen anything. And there are a lot of followers of that. And everything happening is karma. That's why before Buddha, he attained himself. He was in the Siddhartha. He practiced six years, and he practiced self mortification, and he torturing himself a lot. Even in the Buddha's time, they were torturing themselves. They don't wear clothes. They don't take bath. They don't wash their face. They don't don't brush teeth. They don't clean themselves, and they were dirty, and they are they don't wear clothes. They are naked even today in India. This kind of practice we can see, and they some of them was very extreme. They don't like they follow the like dogs. They behave like a dogs, walk like a dog, eat like a dog. They don't use hand to eat, and they did everything. and like a dog. They eat like a dog with using hand, just use the mouth to eat um, whatever put into the ground. And they sit down like a dog and lie down like a dog, and they did bathrooms, went toilet, did toilet like dogs, and did everything like that, like that. Some of them like cows, like some of them like goats, and they torture themselves. And in the it's happened to Buddha, Siddhartha, and he did it. And the Buddha is the one that practiced that torturing himself and seriously, not like anyone else didn't do that like Buddha did himself. And finally he stopped breathing. He stopped eating. And I think you do you remember in the summer Buddha was in the naked in the under the sun in the open area. In the winter, and the Siddhartha was naked and the in the forest and in the cold weather. And in the summer, he put the fire around him, and he was in the middle in the summer. He was torture himself a lot, and he lie down very very. There are many explanation. His practicing of torturing himself, but he didn't achieve any spiritual development. Then he fed up and he gave up. So there are many teachers, something like that. And then here Buddha explaining in this sutta, and who's following these kind of things. And Buddha says, who's torture himself, it is not good for him, right? He suffer himself in this life. If there are no next life, there are no rebirth, no reincarnation, he is good, he's okay, he's safe. But in this life, who is torturing himself, he is he experiencing pain, suffering. No have taking bath, not brushing teeth, not washing face, not wearing clothes, not eating food, not lie down well, not sit down well, not sleep well. They torturing themselves because they're not accepting food from others. And they have a many condition. If the woman single, they don't accept. If the woman pregnant, they don't accept. If the woman with the dog, they don't accept. Near the dog, whatever they offer, they don't accept. They make themselves many conditions not to uh, be comfortable, and they all make themselves to be torture themselves by practicing this kind of thing, by living like a dog, cow, or god. But they suffer themselves in this life. But if there are no next life, they okay. But if there are next birth, they are in danger. Why? You remember in the Kukravati Sutta. In the Kukravati Sutta, what's their name? Purana, one of Purana, the other one, I think Sanjay. They came to Buddha and asked, Bante, I'm the dog practitioner. I practice, I live in like a dog. And this is the Purana, he practicing like Asela and Purana. And he practicing like a cow. Bante, what do you think? Do we able to achieve the liberation, freedom, and born in the heaven, Brahma realm? And Buddha said, don't ask me. I don't want to say. And they say, no, Bante, just let us know. We are dedicated our whole life to practice like a dog. Many years we lived. I lived like a dog. I behaved like a dog. I bark like a dog. I thought like a dog. I practiced to be a dog. And the Purana said, I practice to be a cow. I thought like a cow. I make a sound like a cow. I lie down, sleep like a cow. I eat like a cow. I did everything like a cow many years. Bante, you say You think you can see we will born in heaven in a Brahma realm, and Buddha said, "Don't ask me." And they keep forcing Buddha, and Buddha said, "And you develop the cow mind, you develop the dog mind, kukura chittang bhaveti. You develop the mind of the dog, you develop the behavior of a dog, and your whole life, many years you practice, lived right here, right now, like a dog. You are a dog now. How could be after your death, next life could be something else? Will be a dog. You will born like a dog, because many years, many long time you develop dog's mind, dog's uh, behavior. A dog is called kukura kapang, uh, the behavior of a dog, and kukura the thoughts of the dog. So if nothing could be anything else, you will be dog. And he start to cry. The same thing it is about the other practitioner who is practiced like a cow. Then in the Buddha's time, there are so many people practicing these kind of things, and they believe something else. Then Buddha said, if there are no next life, you okay. But if there are next life, and you are in danger, but you will be criticized by the people who is wise and who is practiced, live comfortably, who has happy and comfortable life. But unfortunately, some people and appreciate that kind of practices. In Buddhism, we don't practice. In the monks ate in the three meals for a day in the beginning, and later they got some difficulties by having food in the beginning at night, and also they have difficulties with meditating after meals, and Buddha encouraged them to practice to have 2 meals. But some people practice in living without meal for, uh, for no reason. They torture in themselves. They think they get purified by practicing that kind of thing. They think that the purification related to the body, not to the mind, right? And that's why the Buddha's time they enter to even today they do that, and they get into the Ganges river and take a bath, and they think we are purified now, and they believe that purification related with the body, not the mind, right? Then they getting a spiritual bath. This kind of belief in the Buddha's time they do. Even today they do have that kind of people have this kind of believing. And some people who appreciate that kind of torture in themselves, and they say, "Oh, he's dedicated a lot, he's dedicated a lot, he's sacrificed a lot," and they think that kind of things is make someone spiritual. No, and Buddha start a middle path, not torturing himself, not torturing others. And some people torture other people. Um, in the Buddha's time, for the sacrifice in this sutta and some other suttas explaining the king, to bring prosperity to the country. The Brahmins prepare sacrifice, and then 100 of cows, 100 of goats, 100 of sheep, 100 of horse, and many animals, 100 of them, many of them. Sometimes they sacrifice human, sometimes they sacrificed human, and they did it. It's called Purusameda. And sacrifice 100 of horses is called Aswameda. And they sacrificed humans. In the ancient time, people did sacrifice human, right? Human for spiritual reason. So they torturing others and torturing themselves to achieve some kind of things is not the uh, the right understanding, right believing. But if there are no next life and they okay, but they get criticized by here by wise people in this life. But if there are next life and they are in danger, they are not secure. So then Buddha's teaching, this then to this Apannaka Patipada, what is this teaching is called the Bhante Bhikkhu Bodhi's translation. It is about the intro, what's that called? Intro, oh, incontrovertible. And Bhante Sujato translated guaranteed, and the Pierre Tang says is a sword, teaching about sword. This Apanaka, the word is very complicated. It is called not opposite, not being reject, not being opposite to anything, and to be in the middle to find out something yourself. So I think this is teaching for today. We're gonna continue next week this sutta. Is this okay? Before we end up the session, if you have any question, just ask. Mhm. Yeah, there's who is believing Catholicism or Christianism, and they spend their whole life to that, and they probably they will be again that kind that believe they will born like in that believing according to that believing system, and this depends how could we live exactly the karma. No, some people not believe in next life, next birth, rebirth, reincarnation, but they are kind, they have compassion, they help support others, they they do. Then according to that good karma, it could be changed because people not who's not believe. It depends not only believe and to karma whatever do we do mentally, physically, and verbally. In this case of according to the Sutta Kukravati, and they spend their whole life verbally, mentally, and physically. They were like dog, and they will it's more possibilities to be born again like dogs, right? Any question?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, Bante, I had a question about it, but you answered my question at the end. My question was going to be about behavior and belief,
Hmm.
but you answered it.
Hmm.
So all is well. Yes.
Okay. So everyone good for now?
Hmm.
Okay, then in this Sutta Buddha explaining um, the Buddha's way to achieve something, uh, and we're gonna learn next week about that. So um, yeah, this then it's good to end up the session now. Let me give you the blessings and the transfer merits to the departed ones and to the ghosts, to the deities, to all sentient beings. May they all share these merits and may they have a happy good destination. By the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, by the power of these merits, you may live happily, peacefully, without any afflictions. And finally, may we all be able to attain to highest spiritual achievement, liberation, freedom, enlightenment. Akasattha ca bummattha deva naga mahidika punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu sasanang cirang rakkantu desanang cirang rakkantu mamparang sabbhitiyo vivajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatmantarayo sukhi digayuko bhavatu sabba mangalang Rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
See you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Next week.
See
Bye-bye.
see you tonight, Bhante.
Good night.
Tervan Saran.
Tervan
Tervan
Saran.
Saran.
Tervan Saran. Michael,
Tervan
Michael, wait for a minute. Michael, wait for a minute.
Okay.
Tervan Saran. The
Thank you so
Lewis,
much, Bhante.
Lewis,
Tervan Saran.
Tervan Saran. No, not Tervan Saran.
Tervan Saran. Thank you so much, Bhante.
Okay, thank you. Um, Michael, actually, I couldn't let the know the we're gonna have a meeting.
Oh,
Michael, yeah. So you have time
when?
right now? Actually, I could right now.
No.
Yeah, I know, I
Oh,
know. Maybe uh, okay, this week. Okay, we're gonna, I'm going to, we can, I will let you know. Michael, give me the contact number. I can call you. Do you have one?
okay.
Your phone number is working?
Yeah,
Okay,
347.
okay, I will call you. Okay, we registered the organization in the Arizona, and we got a permission to run in New York. We got a
Okay,
permission to run our organization in New York too.
okay, good.
Yeah. Now we're gonna.
Progress,
Yeah. So let me to arrange the meeting, and I will
please.
let you know.
Yeah,
I will let you know soon.
sounds good.
Yeah. So
Oh,
what
good,
time
good,
is
good.
possible? It's okay with you in the morning or evening? So the
Uh,
weekdays.
morning in the weekdays is good.
Okay.
Early is better.
Okay. I didn't see Lisa for a while too. Then we need Lisa and.
Early, early, early.
Okay. Okay. I will let you know. You.
Sounds good. Oh,
Okay.
wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, we
Bhante,
good.
thank you.
We did it. Yeah, we good. The Washington and Jose helped for that.
Oh,
Washington,
wonderful.
yeah, Washington helped that. We registered in the organization in the Arizona, and then we applied. He applied to in New York
Oh,
state. Then we got the permission to run the organization in New York.
oh,
Now we're
wonderful.
going to get the uh, authority to do tax exemption something. Now what you're gonna?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah, yeah, tax
perfect.
exemption. Yeah, you're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna talk it later. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Michael. Thank you so much, and see you later.
Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Huh?
Okay, Bhante, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye. Oh my goodness. Hi. Oh yeah. You first time here? Okay.